Howdy y'all, Scott Grove here, Dr. Groovy, with our second Resonator lesson. As always, go at your own pace. Don't come back here until you've got the other first lesson handled, and so forth down the line. Make sure you have each one taken care of and in your noggin before you bother to go with the next one. We will be continuing with a little bit of what was going on and adding to it in a big way today. Okay, so we're going to be using the stuff that we were doing, and we're taking it up to the C, the 5th fret, like we had done before. But we're actually going to add some backward slides where we're actually starting from behind the 5th fret, going back to the 3rd fret. Okay, so that's the kind of stuff we're going to add to it. So if it does anything for you, stick around, okay? Hey, welcome back all. As we had done before, I want to make sure you have it all, was the stuff I had mentioned earlier, the open and second, open first, open second, open second, open first, open second, and bringing it up to the 5th fret, using those same basic rules of going up 2 frets, 1 fret, 2 frets, 2 frets, 1 fret, 2 frets. Okay, and if you're using thumb picks and finger picks, great for you. Okay, however you like it to sound. If you like it with a guitar pick, hey, whatever works for you. Again, tons of famous musicians doing both ways as well. So whatever tickles your pickle. And okay, all that stuff there is strictly, that was just made up on the spot. Stuff that is, again, made up on the spot, but how you can figure out different things. Okay, so these are doing this same method as we've been doing. A lot of these gospel and Christmas tunes of all things will allow you to pick apart melodies, and you'll always be able to do it with the same rules that we've went through. Okay, and if you want to add chords behind it, you can do that. Anytime you have space in there in order to hit some of the notes that are at that 5th fret, rock on with your bad self. Okay, but we're not always going to be sticking around at the 5th fret. These things move around, so if you are playing in G, Okay, so that's what's going to be happening the majority of the time, is the chords are going to change underneath. So that's why you need to know that they can move 1 fret or 2 frets. And what happens is the notes will run into each other. Okay, so you can decide whether to play and slide up to the 3rd fret. I'm on the 2nd string. Or if you want to go to the next string up, which is going to be the same note, the 1st string. Or just you decide if the slide sounds better or if the string by itself sounds better. Okay? It's all, again, up to you. I'm just here to point out which notes are going to work best together. Okay, so when we went up to C, the 5th fret, at the beginning of this video, I played some cool stuff that went. Okay, let's go ahead and get some of that out of the way. It's very cool. I had went up 1 fret, okay, just like we do, on the B string. I went backward 2 frets on the B string, so I went. And then the G string. Okay. And then the D string with your thumb up to the 5th fret, from 3rd fret to 5th fret, and then hitting the G string at the 5th fret. Now you can actually take any and or all, or just parts of these things from the 3rd fret up to the 5th fret. So or the whole thing. Okay, you've heard this before. Okay, so again, on the B string, you can do that one, or again, the same ones that we've been doing, going up 2 frets. So all that's just going back 3 frets. And again, you can do just 2 strings. Or do 2 other strings. So any combination of that stuff, but any of the extra things that you're going to do. Okay, you hear those things. Those are going back to that 3rd fret, but just 1 string at a time. And that's if you're playing the other stuff. So the 1st fret or the 2nd fret with the applicable strings. Okay? So that's what makes all that work. Now here's the other cool thing is this is the one that everybody wants to know. Okay? Now if we go to the B string and do every single string every single fret, I should say. So you're on the 5th, 6, 7, 8. Then the 8th fret on the high E, on the high D string. Back and forth with your thumb and first finger. Okay, that's where you get that sound. Everything is going back to that 3rd fret up to the 5th. Okay. So this is where things start getting fun. Okay. So even if we get up to the 7th fret. That's just simply going up to the 3rd fret, just like if you were doing it on any other of these. And then down to open. Okay? So I'll pick up where I left off on this one because there's a lot to go over. But there's a quick look into what's coming up tomorrow. Okay? So hope you enjoyed that, and again, like I said, we're just going to dig into that stuff a lot heavier on tomorrow's lesson. You guys stay groovy.